Hi everybody, this is Joel Carlson and I'm with Amanda Theisen. Amanda, first tell us a little bit about yourself. Where did you grow up and where did you go to school?
Okay, well I'm from Green Bay, Wisconsin. Yes, I'm a Packer fan. I actually was born in Milwaukee, but I spent most of my life in Green Bay. And then after high school, I went to the University of St. Thomas and graduated with some degrees in broadcast journalism and mass communication. So I'm a Tommy girl at heart and also a Packer girl at heart.
All right, and then you are a TV news producer.
Yes.
Tell us an interesting story that you got to cover.
Well, an interesting story that I got to cover was actually during my first job as a reporter and photographer at a CBS affiliate in Wausau, Wisconsin, and it's probably one of the most memorable stories I've covered there. I remember being dispatched to a wildfire that was burning it's Adams County, which is about an hour and a half south of Wausau, and I remember it was just me and my camera, and I remember seeing the wildfire in the distance. It was probably about 10 or 15 miles from where I was. And then my big challenge was, who am I going to talk to about this fire that's burning? So I remember when I was getting closer to the scene, I remember pulling off to the side of the road and flagging down the first person I could find to tell me what did they see, what could they smell, or things like that, describe the wildfire to me. And the first people that I pulled over, it was this very kind of backwoodsy looking pickup truck, and there were two guys sitting in the front cab, and of course there was a dog sitting right in the middle of the two of them. So I pulled them over, I kept them in the truck, I got my camera out, set it up, and I started interviewing them, and it was a serious problem, or with the wildfire going on, but I just remember it was one of the most hilarious interviews I ever did, because they were very backwoodsy sounding, very kind of describing things for me, and I'm just thinking, oh my gosh, they sound so funny. So that was probably one of the most memorable interviews I did. And then eventually I made my way towards wildfire and was able to talk to officials and stuff. But it was, you got to get that adrenaline rush too, because you had the timeline or the deadline of trying to get back in time,
of course,
get the video back into your newsroom and get it on air, which we were able to do for our 6 o'clock news that night. But as a young reporter, it was probably one of the most memorable stories I got to cover, especially in central Wisconsin for my first job.
Well, great. Well, great meeting you. We'll look forward to your Twitter view. Thank you, Amanda.
Thank you.